This is Her Flow from Hot 702.5 FM. Las Vegas, looking for a winner-takes-all way to burn off that extra energy? Welcome to Bouncy World, the ultimate climate-controlled indoor playground. We're stacking the deck with specials all week long. Cool off with Frosty Tuesdays featuring ice-cold treats for the kids, then join us for free popcorn Thursdays, because nothing beats a salty snack after a giant bounce. And at Bouncy World, we believe every child deserves their moment to soar. Join us every Sunday from 9 to 11 a.m. for Sensory Sundays. We dim the lights and turn off the music to create a calm, inclusive space designed specifically for our newer, diverse community. At Bouncy World, we fly high. From high-flying fun to inclusive play, we've got it all. Visit us at bouncyworldlv.com to book your party or check our open play hours. Bouncy World, jump into the fun today.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
Hi. Hey. What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled. This is Mila J. Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
It's your girl, Miss Connie, coming to you every Wednesday at 5 p.m., discussing the levels of intimacy. What's your naked truth? Stay tuned in to stay turned on. See you at 5. This is Miss Connie from Levels of Intimacy. You're tuned in to Hot 702.5 FM. You're tuned in to Hot 702.5 FM. This is your girl, Miss Connie LV, and this is Levels of Intimacy, the naked truth. I've been doing this shit almost 3 years, and I still got to get the first 3 minutes of instructions before I can get this started. It never comes easy. What's up, everybody? It's your girl. You already know it's a Wig On Wednesday. It's giving blonde. It's giving Barbie. It's giving I'm blending in the crowd, and I am coming. Yes, it is Levels of Intimacy, the naked truth. Make sure you copy, share, subscribe, click, share, listen, because this is a powerful show today. Okay, the naked truth is we got to fix it or we got to face it. I got a true Capricorn. My spirit animal is up in this boy. Once again, you've seen her once before. You done seen her again today, and you're going to see her some more, okay? Because that's what it's all about, the collaboration. I'm not going to talk a lot. I'm going to bring my sis in here so we can get this full 47 minutes, okay, of OPP, Opportunities, Passion, and Purpose. I want to introduce my girl to this floor, Miss TASHA, the Love Doctor.
What's going on, friend? What's going on?
What's going on?
It's good to be here.
Yes, the chocolate is chocolating on the show
chocolate
today.
is chocolate. I almost melted on the way here, though.
Okay. Yeah. Well, good thing I had you a fresh, cool refreshment
You
here.
did. Cheers.
Okay. Shout out. We will be talking about the tea of it. Okay. The tea of it, the power tea, the education behind the passion. We're going to talk about the community work you're doing. But before we move on in the show, if you aren't already familiar with this beautiful queen, please introduce yourself to my audience to let them know who you are and what the f you doing here.
Well, I am a hot team member still in the heart of all things.
Period.
And I am Ms. Love Doctor. I'm your favorite love prescriber. And I truly believe that love is an essential healing medicine. It is something that we need. I'm a certified love coach, repairing, restoring, rebuilding, all the re's to get us back to our original selves and who we need to be within our strength of who we are as kings and queens. I'm the owner of Keys Royalty House of Love, because in this house there is nothing but love, and that's what fixes everything. It's the foundation, it's the walls, it's the doors, it's the stucco, it's the air conditioning, because we got to make sure you have to function off of love, because we see what happens with hate, and I can't get jiggy with that. So I mean, I dibble dabble in things in love, so that's who I am.
Listen, and that's who she is. But the question of the hour is, what's love really got to do with it?
Everything.
Okay, well, girl, break this shit down for me. Okay,
I mean, why wouldn't?
Because that's why I gave the Tina Turner hair today. Oh, what's love got to do with it?
The realest thing about it is that love is what we are made of from conception. You literally need love from conception. So, I mean, and depending on what you believe in, what's in your heart and how you feel, it's true love, and you know that. And we wouldn't be looking for it, we wouldn't be fighting for it, they wouldn't be using it for evil if it wasn't something that was good and necessary.
Okay. So, question is, how do you become, quote unquote, the love doctor? Mm-hmm. Because coming from my world, just Bedroom Candy by Intims.C, that's always going to be the sponsor of the show.
Let's go.
My motto is, it doesn't matter if you're loving on yourself or someone else. I sell lube. So I want to let the audience understand that when I say the love doctor is here, this isn't a level of kink. This is real. Wait.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, true that, because it's levels to this shit, right?
Yeah. Because
I do know there are several types of love. We have agape, we have philo, we have eros. Do you know the rest?
So it's agape, philia,
eros.
Yes. Oh, that was a pop quiz.
Oh, see. So you only got 3 types of love. You don't got the other 4.
The other 2.
It's 7.
My business is based off agape, because I feel like that's the most purest form of love, in my opinion.
Okay.
When I do my intake calls, they're called agape calls, because for one, you need to know if you could trust me, and I need to know if I want to work with you.
Period.
I may not be the best person for you, and that's okay. So we need to have a real, true, transparent type of loving conversation to see if I can help you push through and restore and repair and rebuild whatever it is that you're looking to repair in your life. So at the end of the day, that's the main one that I do all my research on.
Yeah. Okay.
But all loves is necessary for sure.
I get that, and I definitely understand, but I want to make sure that we tap in on every aspect, just for the audience, if you are not familiar with TASHA. And what I want people to understand is that there are different types of love. And why do you think people fear emotional intimacy more than physical intimacy? Like going back to just the Bedroom Candy and being a multi-million-dollar business, we know that there is relations within, these situationships, but it doesn't always constitute love. Mm-hmm. So we're in an era where physical intimacy definitely out-trumps emotional intimacy. Why is that?
For sure. Because there's 2 type of feelings, mm-hmm. right? 2 different type of endorphins that happens. Physical, you just feel that on the outside. Emotional, you gotta feel that on the inside. And you can't really put no Band-Aid on it. You can't fuck that off. You know what I mean? Like, you know how they
wally.
You just can't bust a nut and it's gonna go away. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's going to feel good for the moment.
Right.
But you have to do work and you have to reflect on what's going. You have to look within in order to deal with emotional type of love. And once you get that little ounce of hurt, you know, be like, ooh, who roundhouse kicked me in the chest? You know? So when you can't touch it and you can't repair it, especially if you're a fixer, you can't touch that thing. You got to allow yourself to do the work to heal from that. And people scared of that.
Yeah. I think there's healing in transparency, but that fear, where do you think that root of that fear comes from?
I mean, if I would have to do what I would do, I would take it back to the root, right? Between conception and 3 to 5 years old is where you're getting your core foundation of all of your factors. And that depends on your environment. That depends on who's raising you. That depends on the love that you're receiving in that time. So the grown you, the way you love, you thinking it's just who you are, but it has everything to do with the love you got or lack thereof when you were a kid. You know, so that's why it's so important to show these children agape love so they understand what that looks like. They don't need all these conditions. You know what I mean? Because who are they going to be when they get grown?
Yeah.
People who scared of emotional love, don't touch me, don't hug me. You know, real people out here don't hug.
Yeah, listen.
And I ask the same question, are your parents huggers? And they say, no,
Listen.
they didn't really hug us. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
No, that's really real. And I just want to know that, why do you think toxic relationships are more intense than healthy ones, you know? Because let's talk about love. So when you say love, like the love doctor, and then I put it into whatever, because I think when you plant these seeds, or you know, let's go to the tea. We drop that tea bag in there. Oh, we're here for the love doctor. Well, how do you know what it is that you're feeding for me? Because I could love my freedom, you know, but hence try to work on a relationship, you know?
Yeah.
I could love sex, but not with this person, you know? So how do we, should we just go ahead on somewhere? Let's start over. Like, how do you know what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
I'm just saying, make that shit make sense to me, because
Which part? Because you asked me about toxic and being intense, and then you went a different way.
Because I know people just from my, you know, behind the chair, totally made over. It's always gonna be the shameless plug. I am the stylist.
You are a therapist.
Yeah.
You are a therapist.
So it's so crazy because I say these scenarios because I'm looking for feedback with clients, because I have clients who are in love and hate the person that they're dealing with. And I always ask, like, you have so many things to complain about. Why are you still there? And it's like, oh, because I love them. Well, you hate their sex. You hate the way they breathe. You hate the way they dress. You know what I'm saying? You hate their hair. You hate their family, but you love them.
I think love is, like, again, we use that word, right? We use it as a tool, as a weapon, as something to manipulate with, to love bomb with, right? Love is the word she's using for the other reason why they stand. It's a reason why she's staying.
Can you tell her?
I mean, I would have to talk to her to know what the reason is.
Give a roundabout.
There is something, so you can tell if she's listening. If you're listening, you have to be honest with yourself. You know why you stand. You know why you stand. And if love is the real reason, then why is not everything else not enough? If that's the reason, everything else should be enough. You should be able to, accommodate who you're with. You're not just by yourself. You two people. And so if you don't like what this person does, then why be in close proximity of the said person? You know, because you have choices.
And I think that people have become comfortable with situationships.
I think people are afraid to be alone.
I
think people are afraid to be alone. And when you really look at it in hindsight, specifically for people who are alone, it's like, I am okay with being alone versus being in something toxic.
Yes.
You know, like, I don't really have a lot of capacity to stress myself out.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like,
and I think that just on that levels, I think that once you're in the mindset that something has to change, that's when you start to spend a lot of alone time with yourself, and then you become aware, and then you become accountable, and then you start to evolve, and then there's a level of emotional intelligence that comes along with that awakening, where it's like, I wish a nigga would
just don't
come disturb this level of peace.
Why?
You know?
They say there's power in silence.
Listen, silence is the loudest noise.
And I had to learn that. Everything needed to. I mean, because we grew up, my mother had the radio on every day of my life, all the way to the last day of her life. The radio played every day. So we're naturally musically inclined people. Yes. You hear some noise. So when I come in the house, I'm turning on the TV or I'm doing something naturally. But once I realized that I had start sitting in it, it would be like 3 or 4 hours I got home. I haven't turned anything on, and it's just been.
And I hate noise. I love quiet. Like Gigi, my dog don't even bark unless on command. Like everybody else, like I hate noise. And it's so crazy because working in that large salon space and just being around people all day and engaging with everybody.
That's probably why you need it quiet.
Ooh, I don't even ride with music on in the car because I have to process all of the conversations that I've had and really, really understand what have I done, you know? Because sometimes I can tell that when I'm giving advice, if I have a level of care, almost like a maternal level of care for that individual, I'm a little bit more passionate, like, cancel it. Cancel it right now. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's just the Capricorn.
Cancel.
So you about to break up?
Yeah.
Like, what's happening?
Like, why you keep telling me about this over and over again? But then I'm just like, you know what? You have been through things so that there is a level of patience and tolerance, you know, where you have to not only hear, but really listen, you know, and just like, hey, everybody is not wearing a cape. Everybody is not, you know, built with all this armor. Everybody is not blessed to be a Capricorn, you know?
Yeah. I do know. I do know that.
Yeah, so it's
a real thing.
Yeah, no, it's a real thing.
But we love y'all though.
Yeah.
We love y'all though.
It's a real thing to be a Capricorn because I'm telling you, we born with vibranium.
You know what? I cannot say anything to that because I feel like it's true.
True that. If you got anything to debate, give us a call, 702-551-5261. Because I'm telling you.
Girl, turn your mic off.
You know, they just say the best for last, you know.
And first.
It's us and Jesus. It seems as if we have a November, you know.
That's the end of the year, but ain't the end
November.
of the year.
I wasn't even gonna mess with y'all ladies.
The
I'll let y'all be
November.
Capricorns be great.
Thank you.
Yes.
I mean, obviously,
You can express your love.
I love Capricorn.
Yeah, shout out to Flo.
But dating them,
Yeah, don't date us.
yeah, because y'all don't have commitment issues.
We do.
Y'all got struggles you want to address with a licensed therapist more often.
Listen, shout out to the therapist. I'm having a therapist on next week. Okay? The therapist will be on here next.
Go.
Shout out to
There we
Aisha
go.
Grevenberg.
Please talk to her on a weekly day, every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Please.
Before the show.
Oh, my.
But I love y'all dearly.
I know. We love you too.
I do.
But I want to know, what's a hard truth that people avoid that actually blocks them from being in successful relationships? Because I often think about myself because I'm so truly... I'm very sexy. I'm very confident. I am really like a catch, but I have no desire. And I'm like, Connie, like, why are you saving all this good? Like, I looked at myself today like, girl, this is devil work, but I don't like anybody. Why am I blocking that?
Are you blocking it, or is somebody
Don't
like
say a
showing
word,
you that
Carice.
they're worth you liking
I feel like
them
I'm
back?
blocking it. I stopped even giving eye contact. I think I don't want nobody to touch me. I'm too hot. Like right now, my thighs are touching.
Well, you know you
and I'm
are, friend.
separating.
You know you are at this thing at this place right now where you get a pass for that. I think you should ask this question in like 2 more years. Run it back. Right now, you have a pass to not like anybody.
I just want some ice and a drink. and some gas because I got some place to go. I don't know where it is, but I know I'm not about to stay here for a long time because we got to go.
Because we got stuff to do.
You know, we're not getting picked up nowhere. So being a love doctor, I always say when people become certain type of therapists, it's because they were either flooded with something as a childhood or missed a part of something. You know, like I have a few friends that are child and family therapists where they may have come up in a foster system or they grew up in a household where there were resources needed and weren't attainable. So they reach out on this whole social work journey and it's like, hey, you know what? I'm getting ready to do a little bit of therapy and now I'm going to become a therapist. I'm going to help all the little kids that were just like me. So who said that there was a need for a love doctor? And when did you realize that you needed a love doctor and were the love doctor?
Okay. That was a deep question.
Right.
I agree with you on that. I do feel like you can see a problem that was a problem for you and you can see a solution for the problem that was for you. But I do honestly feel like I'm being led in this position. Like, I don't feel like I woke up one day and was like, first of all, I never wanted to be a therapist. It was never even a thought of mine. You know what I mean? And I thought I was going to be a really big business accountant. And I went to school for an accountant and everything. So your girl got some skills. But I got led to a therapeutic space and I was working in behavioral health. And the kids was telling me like, you are not an accountant. You are a therapist. And I was like, these kids is crazy. And then I signed up for school. I take my first class. Man, I had so many credits from going before. They send me straight to a junior managerial accountant 2 or 3. I'm in there, girl. This had a panic attack. I'm like, I don't know this stuff. They should have gave me refresher courses, and then I would be still doing something different. But they didn't give me refresher courses. I withdraw. I went back to work, and they said because you're a therapist. But when I get to school, they said just give it a try. They said, well, you want to be this type of therapist or this type? And I'm like, well, who do they help? Well, they help marriage and family, and they help. I said, well, who can help everybody? They said, nobody, you got to pick. I said, well, I don't want to pick. That doesn't make sense. So I just took human studies.
Okay.
And I just studied humans versus picking, which is an umbrella over all of them, you know, but going through the process, I realized that there is a huge stigma specifically in our Black communities where we diagnose and label. And I made it a conscious decision. I don't want to be a therapist. I don't want to diagnose anybody else. I don't want to have to follow their rules to give another person another complex. How about we just figure out what's going on? We don't need a new title for it. And I'm not going to prescribe medication. That's out. You know, so I just decided while I was in school to become a life coach.
Okay.
But still, in life coaching, they're like, you got to pick a niche. Who are you going to help? And I literally prayed about it. Like, I was like, I don't know. Like, I really don't know the answer to this. I want to help helpers because I feel like they're the most important people. Because you can't be having your mental health all jacked up as a helper and you showing up as the ambulance worker and you are crashed out on the inside. You need to have some type of assistance. So I was like, I'll help the helpers. And then I was like, but what about the people that need the help? And then and I was like, look, God, you need to tell me what you want me to do. He was like, what does everybody need? You want to help everybody? What does everybody need? And it was clear as day, love. And I didn't know that I was telling people like because I was been giving advice my whole life. In Ross, at the bank, at somebody's funeral, just people just spilling out at me. And when they would ask me for relationship advice, I would joke and be like, don't forget to tip your love doctor. Nobody tipped me, by the way. But don't forget to tip your love doctor. And then I found a vision board that I had did like 5 years before. And it was real tiny at the bottom that said, #1 love doctor. And then something else said, I was like, when did I even do it? Been manifested and didn't even know it. And so once I said, this is what I'm doing, everything made sense.
Listen. I'm telling you, like, it's the formula. I always tell people, once you understand what has to be done, it's just like math. Once you figure out what has to be added, subtracted, multiplied, or divided, once you figure out the sum of it all and create the formula behind it, it's a successful run, because I'm thinking about what you said, just even what was missing. Like, why do I have to pick and choose, And I'm like that in my field because I feel like no matter what you're going through, you need your hair done.
You need that self-care because what you do is self-care.
Yeah.
You
need your hair done. And you have to be passionate. And going back to last show, the what's up with the P? The power, the passion, and what are we playing with? And, you and I had that long conversation like, listen, I'm not even out here playing. Like, I don't want to play in nobody's face. I really want to understand what is the purpose? And then behind the purpose, who we dealing with, comes the passion. The passion was to teach love, no matter who you are, what age.
Share it.
Yeah.
Because people so nasty. And I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, I had kind of given up on humanity a little bit. I was thinking. I was like, everybody mean, people shooting each other. Like, you could be at the grocery store. They using guns for conflict resolution. Kids is getting kidnapped and molested. Like, I was thinking, and I couldn't understand it. And then you got to just pay attention to your signs. Somebody said to come to Houston with them. And I'm like, hell no, I ain't going to Houston. No, thank you. But you know what? I think about it, though, because it saved me. I went down there and I went outside and I, did my little meditational things that I do. And everybody spoke to me. Mm-hmm. Everybody, from the neighbor to the crackhead to the people riding down the street. Hey there. Mm-hmm. And my little heart was like, oh, people speak. Oh, they are speaking out here? Mm-hmm. Okay, God, you showing me that the humanity is still a thing, but we need to do our part.
Yeah,
we need to do our part.
Yeah, we definitely do. And I just want to know that, how do you know when you are evolving? Like, if there was one question where my listener was like, I never thought about that. I love doctor. They talk about a psychotherapist, family therapist, all these different type of therapists. And it's like, oh, you just need a love doctor. So as a love doctor, shooting your shot, this is your bite right here, because we can create a whole content out of that. If you're talking to someone new in the audience, what is a question that someone should ask themselves to know if they are in need of your services or resources?
A question that they should ask themselves? Mm-hmm. There's so many different questions that they can. So I would say, really look at yourself and how you feel about yourself. Listen to how you talk to yourself. Listen to those thoughts that nobody else knows that you say, the mean things that you say, to yourself. We're not even talking about how nasty you might be to somebody else. We're not talking about the trauma that somebody else has put on you. We're talking about everything that you feel about you. I think that if you look at those things and there is something in there that you are very transparent with yourself about, that you would like to change, you would like to heal, you would like to repair, you would like to rebuild, then I think that's a conversation that you and I should have. But on the outside of all of that, there's a lot of factors that's on the outside that makes you feel that way about yourself. Mm-hmm. But it's really about healing yourself. I'm not, people like, hook me up. You the love doctor, give me a man. I'm like, I did create a dating game that I need to do, but I'm like, I can hook you up with yourself. Mm-hmm. I am a self-love restoration love coach. That's it.
That's a bedroom candy plug. Listen, it doesn't matter if you're loving on yourself or somebody else. I sell lube.
She sell lube. Vibrate. Listen, they got vegan stuff. Okay.
Listen, there's 8,000 nerves in your clitoris. Don't let
nobody get on your one nerve. Okay,
yeah,
release that thing.
7,999 more to go. What's one thing that you had to
Let's
unlearn?
Have a party, friend.
Yeah, listen. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's already in motion.
Okay.
I was saving it for the last maybe like 7 minutes of the show.
Okay.
But what's one thing that you had to unlearn to become the love doctor?
I had to.
I'm hitting you. You was
you
already know what to ask me.
No, you know what? Because like a flood of emotions went through me. You have to be very honest with yourself, and you have to forgive yourself. I think I had to learn to forgive me. I had to unlearn how to stop being so harsh to me. I had to learn to be kinder to myself. I had to learn that a lot of things that I did that I'm not proud of probably had nothing to do with me. You know, so I had to unlearn being so mean to Tasha, because it's like in reality, Tasha the one who really orchestrating everything. Miss Love Doctor is showing up in a healed space. You feel me? So, but in order to be fully Miss Love Doctor, you got to heal yourself too. And my therapist, she told me, she said, every program that you write that you don't put out because you move to the next program that you write, because I was working on triggers, then I was working on compassion fatigue, then I was working on heartbreak, something heartbreak, and you know what I'm saying, and then trauma. She said you were writing your own programs because that's what you were healing yourself subconsciously through. You were putting yourself through your own program.
The period. Listen, vulnerability is strength. Like, for real. Like, there's a level of vulnerability that people are afraid of, and we talked about that, just you and I, just even doing media, you know, and putting yourself in front of an audience to be judged, to be talked about, you know. They done called me a fat ass, say I just want to eat pancakes. You know, people come on here
and you know, I don't like that.
Listen.
But that's my thing. That's my niche. My niche is no negative self-talk.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get to come on here and say that about her. If you think if you think she's unhealthy, call me and say, come on, friend, let's take a walk. Don't call me fat.
Listen,
be
baby,
honest.
thick like pancakes, taste like syrup. Period. I don't give a damn. Let me tell you, I tell my grandbaby.
You just said you was sexy earlier. You had to look at yourself.
Listen. Yeah. Okay. Listen, they talked about Jesus. That's what I tell my grandbaby all the time. Everybody ain't meant for you. Okay? Because if everybody ain't love Jesus, you can guarantee these folks coming for your head. Okay? But before you let them catch you, make sure you equipped with your safety key. Let me tell you something. Kitten knuckles never leave home without it.
You better.
Never leave home without your mace and your kitten knuckles and your baton. Shout out to Tiana with Safety is Key. I promise you, every time I get out the car, I'm equipped with them kitten knuckles.
I know that's
because when you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. Because some people love to violate folks. You see what I'm saying? So that's why that word is so deep, because I thought about like love. Like that could be taken a lot of ways, you know? A predator loves to prey, you know? So it's like very, very touchy. But you know what? We're going to take a break right here. We're going to get us a little bit of refresher, take a little sip. And I got a few drops I want you guys to listen to. And keep in mind that you are free to call in for the live conversation at 702-551-5261. Make sure you click copy, like, and subscribe. We have events coming up. See you in a second. Foreplay isn't just physical. It begins with attention. It deepens with curiosity. And it blossoms in trust. That's one of the many levels of intimacy we explore on The Naked Truth. Let me turn your love language up. I'm your girl, Miss Connie LV. I am your bedroom boutique consultant, /11002. I am the lady with the lube. It doesn't matter if you're loving on yourself or somebody else. I got you. This is your girl, Miss Connie LV. We have a caller on the line. Caller, what's your name and your naked truth?
Hi, my name's Paige, and my naked truth is I have a husband out in Washington and one here in Vegas, and currently right now I'm pregnant, and the one in Vegas doesn't know about it.
Damn, Paige. Okay, then, listen, it's hard to find one person to love, and you found two. Shout out to you. Let everybody know that there is a baby on the way, and the naked truth is you don't know who the hell your baby daddy is. Listen, you got to stay tapped in to stay turned on. Every Wednesday at 5 p.m., The Naked Truth, Miss Connie LV.
You know, the amazing thing about being a stylist for over 30 years is that I have people sit in my chair all the damn time talking about their relationships, the good, the bad, the ugly, the affairs, the proposals. And God, don't even get started on the menopause frustrations and the impotent men. Listen, you trying to find your spark again. I'm trying to diagnose you, comb your hair, give you some therapy, fill up your cup. But ultimately, if you tap in every Wednesday at 5 p.m. on Levels of Intimacy, The Naked Truth, I got a whole panel of folks to tell you how to get your shit together, because all I keep telling you is that I'm the lady that sell lube. It's your girl, Miss Connie LV, and that's my naked truth. Listen to your heartbeat. Let me go. Listen, we are back. I'm your girl, Miss Connie LV, and this is Levels of Intimacy. I have my dear friend Capricorn in the house, Miss TASHA Love Doctor. Yes. We are in our second part of the show. Like we mentioned before, you are free to call in 702-551-5261 if you're just trying to figure it out, okay? But I want to move on and talk about the movement, the community involvement. You just did a fantastic clothing drive.
Oh, it's so good.
Yes. So the Love Doctor, let's talk about how we moving in the community, you know?
Yeah.
So you did the clothing drive. Amazing. I saw all those tables of clothing, and I wasn't a part, but I definitely will be the next one. So stay tapped in, audience, because listen, it is time to clear our closets, clear the clutter.
Yeah.
Literally, that is part of the process of healing. Alignment is clearing clutter. Stop putting things away and shelving things that serve us no purpose, and give to the community. That, and we also want to talk about or hear more information about the power tea. The power, what is it? The power hour?
The flower power
The
tea.
flower power tea, where we are involving young
women. So I'm saying it in a sense of like young women to wise women, right? When the flowers are in, we got the blooming flowers and we have the blossomed flowers.
Okay.
And we just bridging the gap between the two, giving grace and respect to both sides in a sense, you know, allowing young girls to pay homage and respect to women who've already went through, because only women can understand what we go through, right? And I'm talking about from puberty to postmenopause. And biologically, there's a lot of things that's happening with women, and we sit up and we smile and we in meetings, and you at the PTA, you in all these different places, and you are going through a lot. But it seems to be a little gap between menopause and puberty. So we're going to have a real conversation. We're going to help them bring the two in the space where everybody can support one another in the process, because it is a process. And if you don't know what you don't know, you don't know what you don't know. You know, and when you grow up and you young and you 12 and 13, you trying to get out of from being, you know, the 8-9-year-old adolescent, and then you not quite to the 15-16-year-old, that's an ugly space to be in. And you see teens struggling in that space. But you do see where it's the circle of life. So this is also when their hormones are doing a whole lot of different things and they don't understand. Like, you was just friends with Jaquan. Y'all been friends since kindergarten. But now Jaquan look different.
Jaquan no more. I'm just joking.
But now Jaquan look different because Jaquan 13. And Jaquan got some muscles.
Listen, Corey.
But the flower has power. And at the end of the day, we need young girls to understand the power that they do possess. And so that they know what to do with it and how to maneuver and to deal with things emotionally and on a biological level. Because, baby, you just getting started. And it's a long time coming. And I get mad about it. Like, if I could look at the content that I have every month about how upset I am every single month, like, bro, I should turn it on if I want a baby. What's the purpose of this?
What?
Why still? We started like 13s, then the 20s, then the 30s, then the 40s, then the 50s. Like, come on, bro. That's just ridiculous.
You know what I always say? I have this conversation too with a lot of clients, and it's like, what I've realized is that we plan to be 16. Oh, I can't wait to be 16. Well, no, I'm going to take it all the way back. You can't wait to have a baby. You had a baby. You can't wait for the baby to walk and talk. The baby walk and talk. You can't wait for the baby to go to school. The baby go to school. Mm-hmm. You can't wait for the baby to reach this certain level of puberty. We go through puberty. Then you can't wait for the baby to graduate, go to school, then turn 30. And then boom, here come the dirty 30s.
Yeah.
Okay. The dirty 30s where no one is planning out further than that. You kind of moving in your 30s, whatever you planned at kind of 18, unless you have somebody who is there to be like, you can press reset.
Let's guide you.
Start over. Yeah, you know you can switch. You can literally do everything as long as you prioritize. I think a lot of people miss that mark. And so I deal with a lot of women now that are in their 30s, and my son is 37 and 32. And I'm just looking at them, and I'm looking at me as a mid 50-year-old woman. Like, Connie, you didn't plan on after you were done with that, with having a baby, raising them. Mm-hmm. Now here come they kids. Like, I don't feel like being the mother. I don't feel like that right now. You know what I'm saying?
We don't even think about it. Like right now, I was just on the phone with my little cousin, and she's like, "How old are you?" She's like, "Oh, you are elder." I said, "You have no idea." But at the end of the day, you do. When you in your 20s, you think about that. You think about what you're going to do and how many kids you're going to have and when you're going to get married. You got all this stuff planned out. But baby, by the time you in your 30s, it's a whole lot of stuff done happen.
And then you just start melting. The guy, like, it's just crazy. Listen, then one day you wake up and you just going through menopause and you clearly confused. Yeah. And it's so crazy because now my mother, all she say is, "Girl, you crazy. Girl, you crazy." And I'm like,
but does she understand you?
No.
Can she relate to you?
I'm different.
Did she go through menopause?
Of course.
Okay.
But the thing about it is we were at different places in our life during menopause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm actively going through menopause dealing with a teenager. My mother didn't have to deal with a teenager when she was 50. She had to deal with a husband. You know what I'm saying? Because I was gone. Me and my children were kind of out the way. We lived out of state. So now I think that I am overstimulated because of my responsibilities. You know?
But that's the whole purpose of the event, is because she needs to understand where you at too. In her little world, in her little mind, and whatever
it's that. Girl, she just
but
makes sure I'm
but why
up.
would they care? Mm-hmm. Do you get what I'm saying? They don't even know that they need to care. Because right now, this world that they in, this world is all the world that they know. Like what they got going on, what happened at school, who said what, what's going on. Woo, woo, woo. Outside of that little world, they ain't got no compassion for that. She has no idea what you going through menopause is like. But then it's like you get to the place where we also have to remember what they're going through. Because there's a lot of molecules bouncing all around in her, and she don't know what she feeling either, because it's like, I was cool when I was like 11 and 12, but now I feel like this.
And being a minority just in her atmosphere. So it's not a lot of culture that she has. She just, it's just different. It really, really is.
It's a different time.
Yeah.
And the pressure that they're on is very real. Mm-hmm. It's really real when you see the reasons why, kids want to commit SI and the way they're being bullied
and communication.
And then you have all these predators that's in different forms, in different ways, on games, online, on this, on that. It's like when I did the Let's Talk Love with the teens, I asked them, what are they most afraid of? And the one girl, she stuck out to me. She said school shootings.
Really?
She said when we had to do the drill, it was so scary. And I just empathize with her. Like, I feel like when we was younger, the worst thing you was going to worry about was getting jumped. I'm already 4'11". I don't need a lot of y'all jumping on me. That's what you worried about.
When I was younger, we was scared of vans.
We was scared of vans. You don't walk past no van.
I think I still have a phobia of a van without
I won't
windows.
walk past.
Yeah, like mm-mm.
I'm not you park by me, I'm not getting in.
Yeah,
I get in the passenger
It's a thing
side.
and I don't do cabs. I don't do cabs and I don't do vans, you know, but it's just a full circle to be here this moment with you, speaking about your event, the Flower Power, and then just running it back to your very first event, the men's event that you held in my event space.
The very first
and it's
one.
crazy because when I was looking for the pictures, I think I might have, or maybe you mentioned it, or maybe I came across the pictures, like trying to find something. And I was like, oh my goodness, Tasha did have her first event at the event space with the men.
It was how we met.
No, it's not.
When we met you
at
offered
Erica's.
When you met me, you said it on stage. You was like, I'm going to let her do her thing. She's going to come to my space. She's hosting that at my space.
What? See, drinking.
The way we met was so good, though.
It was.
Because you were talking about me, and I didn't even know you was talking about me. You said, somebody parked next to me, and they license plate said whoop-de-whoop. And I was like, I'm going to meet her. I'm sitting there like, who license? And looking around, who license plate she parked next to? The whole time it's me.
Listen, it's truly about the circle. It's truly about the energy and the vibration. I've been a lot of places. I done had a lot of conversations with a lot of people. I just had somebody else come to me like, I remember you, Connie, from 15 years ago at a poetry event. And I did not know who this person was, but told me everything and that I felt their cup. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited that I am the person that is always known to be lift people. You know, I can be her, but for the most part, I'm positive energy. I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm always going to give you the information, a tidbit to level you up. I'm always going to congratulate you. And quick note, right quick, shout out to my girl, Multi-Maven, Nina, Multi-Maven family. Nina is doing her thing over there. She is helping the displaced prisoners in the program, and just her and I, we had dinner yesterday, just that level of love and care for these people that are re-entering into society who don't have family, you know.
I have a love program for them.
Oh, good. So I can get you and her together.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's called Return to Love because you left.
Yeah.
You went somewhere.
Oh, wow. So see what I'm saying? Like, I love that. So you and her, I'm going to have to make sure.
You are. Let me give you your flowers real quick because that is truly who you are. And it's who you've been, like I said, since the moment. And you were just talking. Marquita said, she's a Capricorn. I was like, okay, let me listen a little bit more. She said, no, friend, she is a Capricorn. Listen to what she's saying. And you was just talking. The whole time you talking about me.
I don't even know how I ended up on that panel.
I got asked that day.
I don't even know how I ended up on that panel.
And I was disgruntled too. I was a mess. COVID had happened. I was mad.
Right. You know me. It's always up with Connie.
It was good though. It was a good event.
Shout out to Erica.
You definitely pour. I literally feel like you pour into everybody. So it's only natural for people to pour back into you because even with what you do when your hair, like even the way you wash hair, that's magnetic. That's energy.
These hands,
you
baby,
do.
When I put these paws on them,
you do.
My client the other day, she was like, "My God!" I said, "If you moan, you owe me more."
You better not.
If you moan, you
hold it
in
you over there, like
right. But listen, before we end the show, just on that note of these hands, I just want to let everybody know that because I am serious and passionate about my purpose-driven. Totally Made Over has moved into a private salon suite starting here in April.
Yay.
Yeah, so I will be setting up the room to be quite cozy so that I can, because everybody knows I'm one after the other. I don't normally stack people, but what I'm realizing is that sometimes you need a little conversation. You need a friend. You need a wellness place, you know? So I am creating that healthy wellness spa within the Look Style Society salon. So look forward to a lot of new services. We are doing brow tinting, infrared light, facials, scalp treatments. Because what I realize is that a lot of us don't have a lot of time, but I definitely know that we could take a moment You know what I'm saying?
need to take the moment.
You have to take a moment.
Because you running yourself down anyway. And your body going to let you know it.
Listen.
And a little nice hand washing from you. But yeah.
Listen. And the hula hoop class is coming up. It is the second Sunday in April. So get ready because here we come. Hips and hula hooling and healing. Listen, it's coming out. I even got a gospel hula hoop group. I said,
that's what's up.
Yeah, no, I had to create that for my girl Jackie over there at Emmanuel. So mess around, somebody better kill her because she out here looking fine. But when is the date? Tell the event real quick.
March 28th, Saturday.
How do they get a hold of?
They can get tickets on Eventbrite.
Okay.
It's called the Flower Power Tea.
Okay.
It's for girls ages, I said 9, but honestly, you gonna start going through puberty about 7.
Yeah.
7 and up. We want the wise women in the building because we need to pour into these young girls, but we also need young women to understand that the respect is deserved with the wise women. And it's all about collaborating us and building a garden together.
Yes.
So, I mean, just like one tidbit, we are going to do a garden. I'm going to let everybody plant their seeds together. You know what I mean? In order for them to understand what it's like to nurture something, to pour into something, give it sunlight, love it, and watch it grow.
Make sure you go on Eventbrite, snag them tickets from TASHA, the Love Doctor, the Flower Power Tea, and look forward to our Mother's Day bedroom candy party.
Oh, yeah, this is about to go down.
Yeah, no, it's about to go down.
Because as soon as you sound like, friend, let's do it.
Let's do a party. Yeah, because the last party we did was good.
We had a ball.
Yeah, we had a ball.
It was a thing.
I hate that, Mr. Dominatrix. Listen, we bring it back out, but this time we're going to turn the party up a little bit because you're going to need to come in character because it's a photo shoot. You know, I feel like it's time to make sure we get real good pictures of ourselves because shit is starting to fall.
But when it falls, guess what? It gets built back up and even stronger.
Period. Listen, super glue, eyelash glue, lace front glue. Do what you got to do. Just pull it up. Pull it together. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Tasha, for coming in and speaking with us. We look forward to you working in the community and your up-and-coming events. I'm your girl, Miss Connie LV. And guess what? I forgot to tell y'all, they didn't cancel my TikTok. So do not be sending me no messages on there. I'm done with y'all. Because if I can't say what I want to say, I don't need to be a part of that shit. No way. Okay, subscribe right here. Hot 702.5 FM. I'm your girl, Miss Connie LV. And this is Levels of Intimacy, the Naked Truth. It's your girl, Miss Connie, coming to you every Wednesday at 5 p.m. discussing the levels of intimacy. What's your naked truth? Stay tuned in to stay turned on. See you at 5.